The Active Directory password notification tool is a free tool that will send email notifications to users when their password is about to expire. And you can configure the message that goes out. You can configure the threshold of when that message goes out. So we'll just walk through the interface here and how to configure it, and then we'll go back and I'll show you how to install it. It can be installed on Windows 10 or 11 or a Windows Server. It's probably best to put it on a Windows Server because you want it on a system that's running 24/7. But when you open it up, you're going to see this summary dashboard. It just gives you a quick overview of when passwords are expiring. You can just click on any of these to filter the results. So you can see the user, email, days left, and expiration date. Password policy tab, this just shows you your domain's password policy. The app's connection to your domain controller. It will automatically detect and connect to your domain controller based off the account that installed it. But if it doesn't connect, you can come into connection settings and specify the connection details. Mail server, this will be you'll want to configure this to send out email notifications. You can use SMTP or you can use Microsoft 365. Notifications, this is where you will configure the notification settings that go out to end users. So there's a message tab, recipients tab, and a schedule tab. So you can do plain text and HTML with logo. So HTML with logo is with the paid version, but there's no, you can use for the free version. It's plain text. There's placeholders. So if you want to do dear username instead of display name, you can use those placeholders. And then you can preview the message. And then if you've paid for the paid version, you can specify a logo. Just click browse to find your logo or whatever image you want to use. If I do preview, you can see it's putting my image down at the bottom of the message. So once you get that configured, you can move on to recipients. By default, it's going to email every user, or detect every user when their password expires. But if you want to limit that to users, you can click add users, and then you can specify specific users or specify an OU. Or you could let it run on all users, and then maybe you wanted to exclude specific users. So then you could click exclude, come in here and find specific users that you don't want to get a password notification and do it that way. But by default, it will run for all users. And then the schedule tab. So to have this run on a schedule, you would need to click enable schedule and specify the time of day that you want this to run. And then you can send up to 5 different, well, I would say different, but 5 warnings. The free version only allows you to send the first warning. The paid version allows you to send the second, third, fourth, and fifth. So what this means is 14 days before the password expires, it will send the first warning. And then you can do a second warning, so 7 days before the password expires. And then 3, 2, 1. And you can change this to whatever time frame you want. You could do 30, 14, and 7. But whatever configuration you want, and it'll send all these different warnings. And then there's a log, so you can see when emails go out to users. So whatever you got your settings set here to, so 8 a.m. you can come in and check. After 8 a.m. you can see what emails were sent out. So that's an overview of the interface. If you purchase a license, just come into help, license activation, and enter your license key. And yeah, there's a search here. You can change the filtering here. You can also just click on these buttons, but that's an overview. It's super easy to use, super easy to configure. So now let me just walk through the install. To install, just click on the MSI, click next, accept the license terms, next, install. We are a verified publisher, so click yes. It takes like 30 seconds. Launch, and you're done. Now you just got to go through and configure mail server, and configure notifications message, recipients, and scheduled, and you're done.